Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be working with the asparagus today. Going to be putting those pretty much to bed for the fall and winter. I'm a tad bit early, but it's okay. They'll be okay. Down here in the south, you have to worry. I won't say worry, but you have to watch for your asparagus resprouting because sometimes the weather is conducive for your asparagus to start popping up. It won't hurt the crown if they do sprout up and they hit a frost hits them and it just hurts your harvest for the upcoming year. I planted these in the spring, so I'm not doing any harvesting on them next year. Also, what it could do is that sprout that would come up early. Um, it may if I had to cut it back or if it got hit by a frost, that's one less shoot that it has to produce energy from the sun to the roots. So you're taking a little chance if you do it too early, but I think we're going to be all right. I'm going to bury them deep today, and so um, hopefully we shouldn't have any issues with it. Um, so just a little rundown on what we're going to do today. I have to cut them out, and I'll take you in closer to show you that. And then we're gonna put down a little bit of fertilizer to help these roots continue to grow, and then I'm gonna put some soil over them, then mulch them really good, and that will be it. So come on along, and we'll do this together. All right, so back here we got the fertilizer. On this one, normally I do 50-50. I went heavy on the blood meal and light on the bone. I went heavy on the bone meal and light on the blood meal because I really don't want a lot of nitrogen down in there. And I'm going to be putting some rabbit manure down in there that's going to provide nitrogen. So I backed off on that a little bit. Right here, I got some wood chips to top it all off. And then I got some bag compost that I'm going to be putting down in here as well. So let's get in here and start to trim these back. So I also wanted to talk to you real quick about some of the benefits of asparagus. They have, they're probably one of the most nutrient dense foods that you could eat. I mean, asparagus are so good for you, so many great vitamins. Um, Asparagus are perennial. They come back every year. They last for like 20 years. So, and their roots go so deep. So that's how they get all all of the nutrients that they get. And I mean, I feel like it's something that if you have the space for it, that every homesteader should have in their garden because, I mean, they're the gift that keeps on getting. You got to wait a little bit. So I call these my patience and dedication plants because you got to have patience and you got to be dedicated to them. You can't let so this is my first year. I planted them in the spring, so they won't be a year old until the spring. But this next year's harvest, I can't go all clipping and harvesting and all that kind of stuff. I got to let them go. So I may pull one, you know, but other than that, I let them all go. And then the following year, I can maybe harvest a couple, here and there. It's not until the year after that that I can start to harvest maybe a quarter of them or something like that. And then once you get up to like the fifth year, you can harvest them as you see fit. But you still want to leave some, so you don't want to harvest all the way through to like now. You want to harvest until maybe August, and then after that, you let them go because you still want those crowns and those roots to grow. So, anyway, I'll get off of my soapbox. Not really a soapbox, but hey, I'll get off of my soapbox and let's get to it. All right, well, just get down in here. Oh, this is grass. Um, I'll be pulling that out as well. But these asparagus, just want to get down in here and cut them off just like that. You want to make sure that when you're pulling grass, that that's actually what you're pulling. Sometimes the asparagus can look like grass. Something important about the ferns that you're taking out of here is that you want to burn them, or you want to get rid of them, get them out of the area, because they do or can contain some bugs. I think they're called asparagus bugs that could harm next year's crop. And the other reason is, I think that they that the leaves or the ferns, the green stuff like this right here, can have a type of fungus. And so if you lay them down on the ground as like a mulch, they that could add some additional harmful stuff to your soil that you don't want. So even like that, I clipped that one little thing off. I need to get it out of there. All right, well, I'm going to clean up the rest of this. Oh, before I do that, let me show you. So this one right here is a female because it has these little green berries on them. As you see, they turn red as well. Those are the females, and the males won't have any. A lot of people will cut out the females and try to keep the males, but I keep them all because I want as much asparagus as I can get. Also, if you notice, I'm cutting it pretty. Thank you guys, I appreciate it. I'm cutting it pretty close to the ground there. You don't have to. From what I've seen, some people leave. I don't know. That's a good little bit right there. I don't know if y'all can see that or not, but you know, leave about that much. All right, I got that all cleared out. I left this right here so I know about where my middle point is, because I only planted asparagus on this side over here. This side right here, I think I had artichoke, and I'm gonna figure out what I want to do with that later. I may still clean it out right now, but as far as with the asparagus, all I need to do is down to here. All right, so let's get to it. All right, I just sprinkled this out here a little bit. I don't want to put down a lot of fertilizer. Thank you, Peanut Gallery. I just want to give it a nice dusting. I only used maybe half of my cup right there. So, and then I'll come through here with the rat manure. Spread that out a little bit. All right. So, down there. All right, I need to put down some compost. And this is actually the soil conditioner that I like to use. It does a really good job, so I'm gonna keep using it. I'll get that a good little once over with the rake. All right. She's looking good, looking good. Let me rake that in. And that looks beautiful right there. What I don't want to forget is to get my ferns up out of here that I laid down for my inline down there. All right, well, I got all those asparagus cut out of there and got the fertilizer down, got it mulched in, got some little compost on it. So those should be ready for the winter. Um, if I see one pop up out of there, I'll just cut it off. It won't hurt anything. If the frost gets on it, it'll just hurt the asparagus. It won't hurt the crown. So that will hurt your next year's harvest, or that will hurt, um, my next year. I'm not trying to harvest next year, so it'll hurt, the root development for next year or whatnot. But I buried them pretty deep, so they should. I think it's got about 5 inches of the mixture that I put down there on top of them, so they should be good. If not, hey, it's a lesson learned, and I don't mind learning lessons. This weather has been absolutely crazy. I think it's 74 degrees today. I mean, it's pretty warm. The sun's hitting pretty hot. Um, my birthday is tomorrow, November 13th, and I can't remember, you know, the weather being like this on my birthday. I mean, my birthday is supposed to be 74, 75 again tomorrow. Sunny, and I'm used to my birthday being cold. But I guess it'll turn cold sooner or later. It's kind of got, a lot of my planting stuff off date because we haven't got our first frost yet. Our first frost is supposed to be, early November. November 5th, I think it is, and it's November 12th, and we ain't even sniffing a frost. So keep an eye on your temperatures and everything wherever you're at. We tend to do our best guess on the weather, and we leave the rest of it to God because we can't control um, how the weather goes. So things in the garden are looking really good. I'll have to do a video on that. And so yeah, I was talking about my birthday because of the weather, but I'd also like to mention that so I'll be 46 tomorrow. So I think that's how it adds up. And yeah, it doesn't miss me. It's that 46 isn't old, but it doesn't miss me that a lot of people didn't make it to 46, and that you know all the times in my life that I've tempted fate and maybe I would say put myself in situations that I probably shouldn't be here today, but I am, and I'm grateful for it. And I'm grateful that I can come out here in on my homestead and listen to the chickens and the turkeys and tend to my gardens and my rabbits and just live a simple, bountiful life. Um, it is it's something that I really appreciate and don't take lightly. So anyway, thank you guys for being here. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to check out the links in the description for my Amazon and for my affiliates. And as always, like I said, I appreciate you guys being here, and I'll see you in the next video.